just honestly, as me moving into new crib, things is nice. I've been living great, bro. Just honestly, just been dealing with. I've been giving so much glory to God lately, bro. Like I can't thank Him more than anybody right now. So
Yeah,
I'm
I feel you,
extremely blessed. What about you, buddy? Talk to me. How you
brother.
been living, man?
I feel the exact same way. I feel the exact same way you feel, bro. You know me. I don't know if I told you I got my new spot. You know what I'm saying? I got my own spot, so that I'm grateful for that on its own, because I didn't know how I was gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, with my mom at the time. I was with my girl. You know what I'm saying? So I guess God was leading me to where I needed to be. You know what I'm saying? And I still got a good job. You know what I'm saying? I'm still grinding. I'm almost half a decade in YouTube, man. I'm going on 5 years grinding with what I'm passionate about. So, man, I mean, I can't thank God enough. I'm with you. Like, God has been done so much things for me, brother. It's like it's impossible for us to pay him back. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, exactly. And the fact that you're 5 years in, because I really want people to hear YouTube. I think one thing that,
Right.
as much as people fail to believe about YouTube, it's almost like there's only a certain category of people that can be successful in YouTube. It's almost like I have to be this Mr. Beast X kind of guy, or I have to be this kind of Dr. Disrespect. I have to be like Kai. I have to be like you have to, or hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like let's call it a spade a spade. I have to be some pretty OnlyFans girl to get invited to a stream so I can get my stuff out there. Like that's how
Yep.
almost YouTube's been created. But yeah, there's this whole world of YouTubers. I follow people like Alex Hormozy, like the podcast dudes. Like I'm talking real good podcasters, like the studio
Hmm.
production inspire, or like people people such as like this guy named Ahmad Ghazi, like the content of his education, that educational value is huge. Or even people like you, bro, just like somebody who's just passionate about it, somebody who gives a lot of love and energy to it. But a lot of people miss over those people like yourself because the consumerism of what media is and what today's reality is like if I don't have enough, if I don't do something to catch your attention quick enough, or I don't have a sound bite that gets me viral, it's almost like nobody's gonna watch you. But yet somebody like yourself been doing it for 5 years and you still are doing it with full passion, bro. Like so, like how do you talk to me, bro? Like I want the audience to really understand you, bro. Like walk us down through before YouTube, how did you get involved, and like give us kind of like this picture of like what did you do, bro? Like how did YouTube become a thing? Talk to me about it, bro. Like let's keep it a step. That's what this is about. Let's
Right.
keep it a step, bro. The truth.
Right. Hey, it's actually a really, really funny story, dog. Like I ain't gonna lie, like so growing up, I ain't gonna lie, like I always was on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, just watching videos, like all my favorite YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? I always had a thought in my head. I was like, man, I could do this. But you know how that is, like us as human beings, we say that to procrastinate. We say we can do things and don't put in the work, or we don't want to try it. So I've spent so much years doing that. And just when 2020 hit, when quarantine hit, I think it just opened my eyes a little bit because I was alongside my two boys that make music and have YouTube channels of their own. So I seen them doing their thing. I already
Right.
was recording their dance videos. So I was like, man, shoot, what if I start and put these videos that I've already been recording on my own platform? So that was my original plan. I was like, yo, this could be a good start off because I already got a little skill. Because you know what I'm saying, I was doing the camera thing since I was in high school. So I used that to start. But I thought in my head, I'm like, man, I've been seeing all these reactors, you know what I'm saying? They do things their own way, you know what I'm saying? They do things in their own flavor. I feel like anybody could do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, not just saying that, anybody can do it, brother. So one day, you know what I'm saying? I picked up because I had an Android at the time, you know what I'm saying? I ain't have no equipment, I ain't had no tripod, I ain't had none of that. So, you know what I'm saying? One day I just, after I set up my channel, I just put up my Android phone and made a reaction video. And ever since I started doing that, I posted it up, learned how it worked. My boy helped me set up my channel, my banner, my name, and ever since that first video, man, I think I just something just hit me, man. I was like, man, I can do this for real, like, cause I was in college. You know what I'm saying, when I first started. So I'm like, I told myself I could do this for real. So why not take it serious? So to answer your question, man, what really got me started is being alongside my boys and just putting in the work, telling myself, listen, let's stop procrastinating and let's just get to work and let's make this happen. Let's entertain these people.
Yeah, and it's reaction or reaction videos kind of like your niche. Like that's where you really start off. Like was reaction videos like a first time thing, or did you like make another?
It was
Like I know you said
that
reaction
was my
first
first.
thing, but
Yeah,
like that's okay.
that was my
Facts.
first. That's
And
my
it's
niche, man.
what?
That was my first. That's my first. That was my first thing. That's something that's my main content. But the thing that I do is like I'm so creative in my own mind, and me not wanting to do what everybody else is doing. I'm doing reaction videos in a whole different way. Like I don't know if you see it. Like if you see my channel, if anybody goes to see my channel, you can see that my reactions are organized. Like I got a whole different reaction for every day of the week. So for instance, Monday I do Selena Monday, the Mexican singer. I honor her. Tuesday I do random things. It don't matter. It don't matter. Tuesday I react to anything that's trending. Wednesday I do music. You know what I'm saying? I do music reviews. Thursday I do wrestling. I'm a wrestling fan. I do wrestling reviews. And Friday I just do Shady Friday, and and I just kept on doing that because I'm like, man, you're not gonna get anywhere if you just keep trying to do what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people, I ain't gonna lie, people gonna tell you, people gonna try to tell you, yo, you should do what this dude doing. Yo, he getting hella views. Yo, this dude just, hey, he blew up overnight. But it's like, bro, you can't feed into that. You gotta, if you got a passion for something, you got a real love for something, you got to do it your own way, and you got to figure out how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Consistently, take it serious, and just have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people think about YouTube the wrong way. I feel like people don't want to get into it because they're too worried about the views, the money, and all that. And I tell everybody straight up, I say, listen, if all you gonna worry about is money and views, don't even do it. Don't even get into it. Cause I told her, I say that's not gonna come when you want it to come. That's not gonna come when you want it to come. I'm totally honest with everybody. Cause I'm gonna tell you, if you have a love for this, if you build a love for this, if you build a passion for it, and if you just naturally love entertaining people, that money and views is gonna come anyway. And you're not even
Right.
gonna notice it. So it's like, why not build a passion for something? And this goes for anything outside of YouTube. Why not build a passion for something and build a love for something where you're not even worried about that? So it's almost like a career. You know what I'm saying? So this is basically my career. I come from work every day and then to get right back to work. Like I'm making a video, I push myself and discipline myself to get up and make a video and edit every day. And it's not easy to do, but because I love it, it's part of my day. It's
Right.
a priority. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And it's not hard to do because you've determined that this is what I'm passionate about before the financial gain. It's the thing that what happens with YouTubers or people don't want if people are even going to YouTube, they go into YouTube with the wrong intention, like, oh man, I see YouTube getting people to bag for per thousand views and per thousand hours, but then you're not even creative enough to keep people entertained that long anyway because you've approached the art of creating or even let's speak for content creation as a general, like
Right.
making content period. Like you, you can go on my Instagram feed and you can go on my TikToks, and I was cracking jokes about trading for years. Like this is jokes about trading before
Yeah.
Drewski was even making jokes. I was making stupid jokes because I had a passion for teaching people about trading, so I did it in a comedic way. But that's because I loved
Right.
doing that first before you get into like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna do YouTube because I research. Okay, well, Rumble gives me this per ad revenue per ad. This okay, the Twitch does this, and then but now you've ruined creative process because you thought too business too soon. Versus where you should let your creativity lead your way, and then once the money starts coming into the way that you designed it, then we can start talking about business. We talk about structure, but your first go ahead is, bro, you have to just get it out. And it's so funny how people they hear it from like, bro, I already know how you go on TikTok and you hear these motivational speakers, you hear these high level content creators. Even Mr. B says it, says, bro, just record. Like Mr. B even
Right.
says, bro, just record and drop it. Just
It's that
record and do it
simple.
again.
It's that
And
simple.
people
It's
overcome
that
it.
simple. It's that simple. Yeah. Cause people come up with so many, bro. Aaron, I can't lie to you, man. People come up with so many excuses, brother. It's not even funny. Like they be like, "Oh, I don't got a camera. I don't got a laptop. I don't." Well, you got a phone, don't you? Everybody got a phone. It's 2024. You got a camera right there. So all you got to do is put the phone up and make a video. It don't even matter. You gotta find what you want to do. You gotta find what you want to bring to the people. You don't gotta do what everybody else is doing. You can literally do what you want to do. That's why I love YouTube so much, because YouTube is so open to the point where you'd be surprised what these people watch. You can do some boring, some stick figure stuff. People gonna watch it. And I tell everybody, don't be afraid, brother. Don't, bro. Word. People
Like,
gonna watch it, bro. People
like
gonna
this,
watch it.
like, you know those stick figure fighting videos? Of
Yes.
course, watching them for hours, or even what is it? Those oddly satisfying videos. You remember those? Like people will
Yes.
literally watch. People will literally watch a colored pencil slide in the perfect spot. They'll
That's what
watch
I be
the
saying, bro.
hydraulic press. Like you mean to
Hey,
tell
I'm one of those
me this
people.
video, bro? You one of those people? Like you sit
I'm
there
one of
and
those
you like
people.
you watch. You watch a
I,
hydraulic press down, and they push it down, squeeze the mess out of it, millions of views, and you're like, no, I can't do
I'm
it.
telling you. Bro, listen, bro. Though I watch all that. Like I watch. Sometimes I watch ASMR videos on TikTok. Sometimes I watch car cleaning videos, man. Sometimes I just watch oddly satisfying stuff. It is what it is. I don't know what it is, but man, us as humans, man, we sometimes get satisfied to odd things. You know?
And the fact that we're is so funny. I want to leads this to my next point about this. The satisfy is so perfect because I wanted to tie into what I think can change the perspective of YouTube and how we go about content, because I want this to be a content conversation, because of somebody, you as a creator and I'm a creator, aren't complaints, but yet we have passion complaints and that satisfaction. Like for you, when you were starting to do your reaction videos, if I want to ask a question, when you were starting to do those reaction videos, did you find moments where you were like, dang, I don't even know what to record. I don't even know what to react to today. Did you ever run into that kind of like a writer's block?
All the time, brother. All the time. Actually, I still go through that, and that's the whole reason why I created my whole routine. Like that's why I created the Random Tuesday, where I can just figure stuff out. Like sometimes I just go on Twitter to just find something to react to, whatever's trending, whatever people's talking about. Or if I ask all the time after all my videos, yo, help me out. I ask my people to help me out. Yo, whatever y'all want to see on that day, y'all comment down below on that video, so I'll know what to do next week. So it's like, yeah, it's like sometimes I genuinely do not know how what to react to. But see, as a creator, as a content creator, you gotta improvise. You gotta figure out what you gotta do, because you gotta entertain people. You gotta work. You can't make no excuses. So it's like I try to, interview my people. I try to, I'm saying, talk to them, communicate with them, because at the end of the day, you here for them. You know what I'm saying? You're doing this for them. You doing this so they'll have something to watch. You know what I'm saying? And that's the people I do it for. I do it for the people that really take the time out their day and watch my videos. That mean a lot. So that's the people that I communicate with. You know what I'm saying? Like what y'all want to see. And it works.
Yeah, so you tailor your. So first, starting off as a content creator, you should be worried about what the audience is going to give you. Just create and drop stuff, and then what the audience can tailor kind of like your niche. Like for me, one of the hardest things when I was making trading videos, and I still make up to today, I have a whole bunch I'm going to be making. Like I would make the comedic
Yeah.
videos, and then like people would make comments about my dancing. They're like, "Bro, he's a hilarious dancer." And so I went, "Okay, so I think dancing is my attachment. Dancing gets you to engage,
Right.
but yet I still deep in my heart want to teach you something. So let me find a way to use what you're attached to. Like the comment section is goated. Like if you really study a comment section, you really study your followers, like they'll tell you what they're looking to see. Like I watch this guy, and I'm kind of bouncing around here, but like I watch this guy on YouTube. He just does gameplays. Like he does like simulator games, like store simulator, grocery store simulator, like all these simulator. And then I read the comments, they're like, "Oh man, I've been waiting for this video to drop. Like I'm glad he's back. Like this gives me something to watch while I'm cleaning my clothes, while I'm washing before I go to bed." Like and so it's so interesting how we don't even think about paying attention to what people like about the video. We kind of want to tailor our videos to what other people are liking versus what the people who already support us are looking to get out of us. Like, so that's why my videos do something funny, but I'm gonna do something educational, because what grab that engagement. Some of my most viral videos, like even my video on TikTok that got 9,000 views, it was literally me dancing to a Reggie Cole song, singing in New York on Millie Rock, but yet I'm telling you the 7 steps on how to become a better trader.
Yep.
But that's
I
what
like that. Yep.
that's what I'm good at, and
I
I
like
think
that.
people want to duplicate what you're good at, but not duplicating what you're good at, and then is tailoring your message for what you're good at.
I like that, and I like what you said. Like you're doing two things at once. You know what I'm saying? And that's powerful. Like you're doing what they want to see, but yet you're putting your message out there at the same time, and that's very important. You don't want to destroy your purpose. You because that's the whole thing. The thing to reel you in, to reel people in, you got to understand what people is paying attention to. So that's another creativity thing. You know what I'm saying? Thing in there. So you just got to make sure you got to be creative with that. You got to find a way to make it interesting because you know how you want it to look. But you got to think about how they want it to look. You feel me? So it's like you got to put your mixture in there. You got to put some flavor into it. And I like the way you said that. You was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm dancing, singing, but at the same time, I'm giving y'all the message of, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all my message. I'm telling y'all what y'all need to know. So I fuck with that, man. That's a
Right,
lot. That's it's not easy for people to do. So that's a skill.
right, and I really think that I think people have to understand who they are first. Because once you understand who you are first, it makes the content process easy. It makes the creative process super easy because no one's going to,
Absolutely.
no one can waver your belief system but you. Like I always said this to a couple of friends of mine, and they told me that if you give somebody permission to feed, you give somebody permission to starve you. Right. So as a
Right.
content creator, if you allow the community to feed you ideas, not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but if you allow the audience to create a purpose for your videos, that it's not your purpose, but it's their purpose because what they want to see. Now you're not creating from a genuine place. You're creating from
Mm.
a consumer mindset. You're creating from I would say lack, because you're lacking your own belief that you are creative with or without them. But now you
Mm.
have allowed them to make you believe that you're not creative, that you need to make videos these way for us to watch them. So now you're really a slave to their own belief system. You're really a slave to their own dreams and what they want to consume versus you were what you were destined to create for yourself and what you know what you can create. You've now given it up. And so it's almost like what they say in Hollywood, you almost sold your soul. You've almost sold your soul to the
Yeah.
consumerism because
Yeah.
you are not creating content for you anymore. You're creating content because that's what
Right.
people want to see.
Right. And you don't want to fall into that trap. You know what I'm saying? That's the important message because that's what I'm saying. Circle back to the criticism and what other people say.
Right.
You could listen to what these people say. You could go ahead and go do these public interviews with the woody whoop because that's what people love to see. But listen, you ain't got to do that. You want to know your purpose, like you said. Like me, my purpose is reacting to things. So yeah, of course I want ideas. You know what I'm saying? I want people. You know what I'm saying, to tell me, you know what I'm saying, what they would like to see. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand if you're gonna watch me, I'm gonna do it my own way every time. I'm not gonna do it because that's what y'all see all the time. You know what I'm saying, what y'all used to. I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna do it the way that I want to do it. I want to do it the way that I've been doing for 5 years. So that's another
Right.
thing to think about because it's like you don't want to fall into the trap where it's like you're a puppet almost. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do it the way that people want you to do it. You need to do things that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do reactions, do that. If you want to do public interviews, do that. If you want to do gameplays, do that. But do it in your own way and do it in your own creativity. Don't just do what people tell you to do. So that's an important task.
Yeah. And but also, it's so funny that creativity from like, and I understand, I would say like kind of life experiences. Like I think being creative, you have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and find something new. Like I think creativity always pushes the creator to find new things to stretch themselves out. And then I also think that a lot of people who want to go into content, they already come into the game with lacking beliefs. Like, man, I don't even think this is really gonna work for real. So I'm not gonna post it anyway. But versus
You
like,
already lost.
bro, you already lost the battle, bro. You like, bro, oh man, I don't wanna post, I don't wanna create because I don't think anybody gonna like it. Versus you to say, bro, I'm gonna post because I got something on my heart, and I don't care if anybody else agrees with, but this is me at the end of the day. Like, I always love. There's this content creator. His name is Wisdom. His name is Wisdom. He does fashion. I think you've probably seen him before, but he does like the different fits
Probably.
for different countries.
Yeah.
But it's him. That's what he does. And I remember somebody was like, he's like, oh, why would you do? Why would you? They like, do you think about doing anything else? No, but that's literally. But this is who I am. This is what I
That's
do.
what he does. That's
With
his prop. That's his purpose.
That's his purpose. And it's almost like you got to ask yourself, are you still you with or without content? Are you still the same person when the camera is off versus when the camera is on? Like, I'll use a great example. You don't have to like the guy, but I'll use an example like Andrew Tate. Great example. When he's on camera, he's the same aggressive dude every time, whatever you want to call him. But when he's off camera, he's the same dude. Like, he's the same guy. There's no switching in between. So that allows for him to stay within his image. Like, when we leave this Zoom call, you're gonna be you regardless of whether this podcast
Be the
uploads.
same dude. Word.
And God, and I think I'll give people a little bit of lesson here. This is wordplay. Check this out, right? So when you think about media, right? Media, medium, and medi are all come from the same stem word, which means middle, right? When you have a medium, you need a medium to outlet something. Something has to be outletted through a medium, right? That medium could be YouTube. That media could be Twitter. We just shortened up the word and called it media, but medium and media are damn near the same thing because medi means middle. Something is in the middle to get one message from one place to another, right? So you got to think. What people don't understand is the fact that you got to still be you to get this message across. It doesn't matter what platform you use to get your message across. But at the end of the day, I think what people fail to understand is the fact that you have to be so sure of yourself before you decide to put something out there. Because guess what the internet can do? The internet will now base and judge you based off of what they see of you. Versus like you want to promote this falsification of yourself. You want to promote this non-authentic version of yourself. What's going to happen? And I fell victim to this. I wanted to be this high-level, articulate speaker. Like, I always wanted to be like 19 Keys and Jordan Peterson. Like, these guys are super articulate. They're really smart. They got really smart people involved. But then I looked at myself and I'm like, man, I want to speak like them, but I can't speak like them. But yet I think like them. So wait a minute. How can I think and still be me? Well, I have to figure out me. Let me figure out some stuff about me. Let me journal. Let me go reflect. Let me go travel. Let me put myself in uncomfortable situations to really make sure that my morals and values are truly mine. I challenged to my morals and values first before I started making content, putting it out there, because if I can challenge my morals and values of who I am as a person with me by myself and have the hard conversation, it don't matter if it's you. I don't even matter if it's my mama. I don't even care if it's my boss at whatever job I'm working at. They cannot tell me who I am because I already questioned who I was first.
Amen.
And it puts the strength. It gives the strength back to the creator. You'll never run out of ideas now because there's nobody judging you. It's just you in your head.
Yeah. Yeah. Me. The thing about, man, my take on judging is, man, there's really no running away from that. Like, you already know, you've heard it millions of times. People are gonna judge you even if you was the nicest person in the world. But
Right.
how you overcome that is, brother, you can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it for you. You got to know why you're doing it. And you know what I'm saying? You got to block that noise out. Because the thing about judging is, it don't matter what you do. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter how tough you are. It don't matter how smart you are. There's always going to be that one person or that one group of people that's going to be like, you're not doing enough. You're not good. You're not, you know what I mean? This and that. So it's like, I want people to understand the the meaning of true like self-confidence and self-care. You know what I mean? Because if you have that, can't nothing beat you. Can't none of these critics, can't none of these, you know what I'm saying, judges get under your skin. You gotta have thick skin, especially if you're gonna be in the field me and Aaron is in. Because we're in the
Right.
field that's everywhere. You listen, I remember this one time I made this boxing reaction. Man, them people swore up and down I ain't know nothing about boxing. And I thought it was funny. Cause I'm like, y'all don't even know me like that. But see, that's an example of people thinking they know who you are, or and if, you know, people being on the couch investing their time where they could be invested in something else productive to judge you and try to knock you off your grind. So you got to think about it like that. Like, brother, they watching you, they giving you what you want. You want them to watch the video. So whole time, you ever heard haters is your marketing team? I love that saying. Haters is your marketing team. Man, they making you great. They're making you better. They getting you strong. They getting your skin. They getting your skin thick, brother. So think about it like that. Haters is your marketing team, brother. Like you need the haters to uplift you and give you more ideas. Like my man Aaron just said. So come with expect the judging at all times. It's gonna be good judging and it's gonna be bad judging. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter what you do. You don't gotta do no content creator, no matter. I don't care if you're a barber, you a doctor, it's gonna come everywhere. But you gotta know how to overcome that and you gotta know how to block that out. You know what I'm saying? You can't be no weak link to judging because it's gonna come until you die. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be strong with whatever you're passionate about, and you gotta be willing to take the consequences for what you're doing. Because there's gonna be a lot of people that don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be strong. You gotta stand for something. You know what I'm saying? You can't die for nothing. You gotta stand for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, okay. Dude, you were speaking so many gems. I want to recap a couple that you just said, and I really want people to take off. Like, you can't be the weak link. That was huge. Like, you can't be the weak link to judging. You can't be weak linked to judging. Then you said, then you can't die. Like, you always got to stand for something. Don't die for nothing. And then what was so profound is that you gotta be accepting to the judging because it's gonna happen no matter what, whether you content or not. It's gonna come. And then I love the fact that you said that there's a level of self-care that you have to understand as a content creator, which is built off of the hatred you're receiving, because then that strengthens, that should almost strengthen your belief even more that what you're doing is at least attention worthy. Is it worthy for a conversation? Is it likable? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about is the fact that you have such a profound voice that people are willing and consciously able to flame you up left and down. I'll tell you a story. I was on Threads and I posted a thread about unrealized gains. 255,000 views on that thread. 560 comments on it. Most of those comments, bro, were not even about me. It wasn't even about me as a person. It was the fact of what I stated was so profound. It ignited a reaction. And then it turned into them fighting each other in the comment section. It wasn't even about me no more. And so
They will do that. They will do that. They will definitely do that. They will be arguing in your video, and it is just funny because it's like you're making conversation. You're making conversation.
And I think that it's so funny that content, and I'm a wordplay kind of guy. There's in conversation and in a conversation and content, there's CON. It's right there. To communicate, CON is a STEM word for that. Right? And actually, hold on. Let me double check that, because I know for a
y'all
fact.
listen to my man Aaron, man. Aaron be having them gems, man, you know? Aaron be having them things to say.
Right here. It says right here on Google, the prefix to con, CON, has multiple meanings. But the prefix con, which means with or thoroughly, check me out, appears numerous in English vocabulary such as connect, consensus, conclude. So it's that prefix of to link with one another, to find there's togetherness think about the word convince. The word convince literally is described to thoroughly win over. That means your voice has to be so powerful that you are convincing people that what you are saying is believable. But then you just said the word. Got to be able to deal with the consequences of speaking the truth or being truthfully you. You got to be prepared for those consequences. And it's so funny. The definition of consequence is an effect that only follows. So not only you are convincing people thoroughly of who you are to be, your consequence is the effect of you being thorough.
Yep.
It's so crazy when you think about
it's crazy.
It's so crazy, bro. I just had a big now it makes sense why content creation, when people are so viral, it's not because they're so viral because of who they are. they're viral because they're convincing them of a belief that they stand for, whether you're Democrat, like whatever you believe in, you are convincing people that this is what you believe in. And then the fact you're creating conversations with it, you provide context. See all the content there? Context, conversation, content. And now that converses into what?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
now you have created that stuff in, but yet you have the biggest person you have could convince or thoroughly win over is yourself first. If you
That's a
cannot,
fact. That's a fact.
you can win the battle of yourself as a content creator. Good luck.
Hey, Aaron, you should be a rapper, bro. You should be a battle rapper. All these double entendres and all this wordplay that you feeding to these folks, man. Hey, I'm about to call Smack. I'm about to get Smack to put you on URL. You need to battle some of these guys, show them some education through rap, man. Because I feel like you can do it, man. I heard you rap a few times. I ain't forget. You know, you kind of good with that. You know, you say yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like
Yeah,
that. I like
that's
that.
just this is from like circling back to what we talk about, know who you are and knowing what your gifts are. And
Yeah.
I've felt that over time, bro. You know what's so funny about being a content creator sometimes, or just being a person? You don't believe when people tell you that you're gifted at times. Like
Right.
for some reason, like I don't know what it is, and I want to speak on that a little bit, bro, because you're very talented with your reactions. But did you ever feel at a point in your journey of 5 years that you're like, man, I don't even feel worthy of all these people loving my videos? Did you ever feel like
Bro,
that at any
man.
time? Like, nah, heck
Facts.
nah.
I do, man. I do. And that just comes with being a human. You know, sometimes, you know, being the person that I am outside of YouTube, man, I know that I believe that I'm a good person. People tell me that all the time. But it's just sometimes I don't know, man. Sometimes you just feel like you're not doing enough. And that's it's normal. You know what I'm saying? But it comes with you ever heard that saying, every journey begins with a step?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's just basically that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna feel that way in the process because, like I said, you know, it's not gonna feel good all the time. But I mean, discipline doesn't always feel good anyway. So it's like, you know, it's just think about it of things that you gotta do, but you don't always enjoy doing, like working out. You're not gonna always enjoy doing it, but you're gonna get the results if you keep doing it, right? Same thing
right,
with content. If you keep dropping this content, if you keep being consistent, if you keep building up your catalog, I'm very, very big of building up your catalog, y'all. If y'all want to start a YouTube, focus on building up your catalog. Don't worry about the views. You're gonna get those anyway. Build your catalog up. Get them videos out there. If you build your catalog up and whoop de whoop, you're gonna get results anyway. Bro, everything comes by not quitting. That's all you gotta do is not quit, brother. Don't quit. If you don't quit, I promise you're gonna get rewarded. You ask
yeah,
any hard worker out here, you can ask anybody with any career, boy, ain't none of them gonna tell you that they got it first try. Ain't none of them gonna tell you that. They gonna be like they got to where they had to be because they disciplined themselves to get their ass up and keep doing it. They didn't quit. They didn't quit. That's really the only thing you got to do. And that's with anything. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to force y'all to do what we doing. We just trying to give y'all the courage to be who you want to be, regardless of what whoever got to say about it. You know what I'm saying? You got to just
ex-
don't quit. You got to know your purpose. Just you can't quit, brother. You gotta know your purpose and you gotta stick to it and you gotta get to where you want to be. You can't nobody drive you like yourself. So
ooh,
yeah.
nobody can drive you like yourself. You know what's so
Can
funny about the
nobody
fact
drive you like yourself, brother. You can only get your butt up every day and do what you got to do. Ain't nobody else gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
that,
So
no,
think about it like that.
exactly, bro. You know what's so funny? I love the fact that you talked about how you just staying disciplined is not something that you're gonna like. It's an understanding of knowing that you got work to do, especially in the world of content. Like, think about all these content creators, bro. Like, they have to make content to live,
They
like
have
that.
to.
But they have to make content to live. But guess what? They made that decision before they got famous. I think
Right.
people, it's so interesting now that we listen to content creators now. Like, when I think about like people like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Mr. Beast, Kai Cenat, we watch them now and we're like, man, that is so that's so great. Big house, Kai Cenat doing this, and I show Speed doing whatever Speed does. Like, and we look at him now, and like people can be so judgmental of like, oh man, he shouldn't be doing that, or he's crazy. Like, great example. Remember Kai Cenat was going to do that meetup in New York? and all
Yes,
those kids
yes,
over there, and
yes.
then they
I
have
watch him.
content.
I really watch Kai. I really watch Kai. Like, bro, Kai is definitely one of my inspirations. He really is. And I say that because he's so consistent. He's very consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like he just get up and stream. It don't matter what he doing. So he's definitely one of the people that drives me to just, don't worry about nothing else. Just make your content. So he's definitely one of the inspirations out there. He's doing a great job. I'm real proud of Kai, man.
Yeah, and I think people take for granted. I think people look at content creation a little bit weird. Like me, I look at it from an analytical standpoint. I go, how many freaking videos did it take for Mr. Beast to get to this level? And then you go on to YouTube and it tells you, bro, 300
Yeah.
videos, 400 videos, 500 videos. And then what I've actually done, I'm actually in the right now. I'm in the process of listening to podcasts because that's what I like to listen to. With Joe Rogan being one of the number one podcasters in the world.
Mhm.
He has thousands. Like people understand, like his episode number 3,238, bro. Like what the freak? Like the best podcasters, bro. Like another guy named Lex Friedman. He just did a podcast with Donald Trump. It was his 480 something interview, and I'm like, oh my god. And then what I did, and I think what everybody should do. I think everybody should do this. If you're looking to get into content and you like a certain creator. Like whether it's Kai Cenat, whether it's King Bach, whether it's any girlies who do the face up makeup stuff. Shout out to them because they consistently keep doing makeup. That's all they do. They talk about their day and they keep doing makeup. Or the mukbang people. They have always something to talk about. They always eating something. But yet that's what they always do. I challenge people. You're like, man, I really want to make videos like that. Dare you to go to that creator's first video. Their very first one that they ever dropped and watch it. And watch that first video and literally look at the truth at how it took for them to get started. Because I did my research on Kai Cenat. I went to Kai Cenat's very first video. This kid looked 12. He looked 14. And he's in his room.
Oh my God.
First video. And he's like, hey guys, this is Kai Cenat. I'm on YouTube. Like, today we're gonna. I looked at what is the guy? One of my favorite content creators. His name is It's at the tip of my tongue. 19 Keys. Because I love 19 Keys. I love listening to him.
Okay.
I went to his first video when he was a youngster in Oakland, California. And just hearing how profound he was then. And now and it's like, you almost ask yourself, like, man, did he always speak like this? And what's so funny, and what some people are so buffooned behind, they're like, oh my God, he had to practice that. Oh, he had to practice being like that. Bro, go to their first video. They sounded like this when they first started. They just been sounding the same.
Yes.
They haven't switched up. They just stayed who they are. And then you have people like, for example, there's this guy named, I use King Botch for an example. Like when Vine was out, there was a lot of people who were popular on Vine, then tried to go to freaking like TikTok or Triller or Musical.ly. They try to go to the platforms and switch up who they are, and they fall off the planet of the earth. You're like, where did this person go?
Yep.
Where did this go?
Yep. Circling back to Kai, man. I'm glad that how you brought that up. That's a great suggestion too, because that'll definitely humble a lot of people. Because people be seeing these famous people and don't have any idea how they made it there. They don't, man. There's some people in this world that don't know hard work if it hit them in the face. I'm just be honest. Bro, I remember Kai, man. When he was talking about how he first started, and he actually had to get encouraged to keep going because something embarrassing happened on one of his streams. I don't know if you remember, but it was a rat that happened that ran in his background, and he thought that was the worst thing ever. Like he thought that was it, whoop de whoop. But his boy Phantom really humbled him. He was like, "Bro, that shit got you famous, bro. Because you gotta understand, that's raw. People like that raw. People like that raw. They like that real. They don't like that fake. They don't like the money in the cars. They like that real. Show these people where you came from. And I'm real big on that. Like, bro, don't be out here trying to get fake chains or fake watches and you gotta be you. You gotta be as humble as possible. You gotta be as raw as possible. You can't be like somebody else. You gotta be as raw and as authentic as possible because people gonna appreciate that because people gonna know you for you. They gonna know who you are. They gonna know, my name is Hadith Landrine. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I do reaction videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very humble guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's just examples of like, bro, just be yourself. It's not rocket science. You know, don't be out here trying to be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Just really, just truly be yourself, and
Yeah,
people will
and I
appreciate that.
remember. Yeah, I remember watching your first video. Oh, dude, I remember the videos with your pops, the reaction videos with your pops. Like
Yeah.
that's so real and authentic, bro. And I think it's so. I think it's so funny. That's. I remember in
Oh, you talking
college.
about my uncle? You talking about my uncle? People really thought that was my dad. That is funny. Everybody thought that was my dad, bro. And I had to say in a few videos, this is not my dad. It's like no, but my uncle, me and my uncle,
Yeah.
bro, me and my uncle have the best relationship, man. Like and man, ever since we started, we was on the roll, man. I got him, and he ended up getting his own reputation. You know, people knowing him for coughing, do the video for crying in a cinema video. So it's like, bro, it's like it was golden. It was golden because it was real. It was authentic. You could not fake it. It wasn't. You could tell we was just being ourselves. We weren't trying to put a mask on. We were just literally putting the phone up and making videos. That's literally how we are off camera. That's literally how my uncle asked off camera. Like he coughs sometimes, but he's straight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just him. You know, so that's just he's just such a character, and I'm just happy that I got to put him on this platform because now everybody's always going to remember those videos, brother. That's why it's powerful to make a platform, create a catalog. Your catalog got to be as large as possible, so you can have all these videos that people can just look back on. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing, man, and I love it.
You know, you speak on. I want to dive into the catalog thing because I think people don't. People have an idea of what a catalog is when it comes to music, like a music catalog. So,
Yeah.
like when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to video catalog, it's very. And correct me if I'm wrong here because that's a new term that I'm hearing. Because I know a catalog
Mm.
from like a musical, sense. Like
Mm.
Drake, Future, Nicki Minaj, Taylor Swift, Prince. They have catalogs that I know when Taylor Swift dies, white girls, little white girls, and I'm not even trying to be funny. They will continue to like Taylor Swift. Like people in Toronto will still bump Drake. Kendrick fans will continue to bump Kendrick, even though that J. Cole hasn't dropped anything in a while since that beat. We will still bang. We will still bang Forest Hills Drive. We'll still bang MC Hustle. We'll still dance to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, and Thriller. Because, like you said, the catalog of their music was so diverse. It's so deep that no matter where you are, no matter what genre you're in, somebody is listening. And
Right.
when are you saying that for building your video catalog? Are you saying doing something similar where you just focusing on getting the quantity out first and then worrying about the quality later? Is that what you're talking about? Like getting your stuff out there more than others, so you're getting more exposed than others? Is that what you mean
Yeah.
about catalog? Like, if you don't
When
mind
I
break.
when I say yeah, you on the train, you on the train. When I say catalog, I just genuinely mean, and it's exactly parallel to music, because you know they drop a song after song after song, album after album after album. So it's the exact same thing with videos. Just drop a video after video after video, playlist after playlist after playlist. Just always have things for people to watch. Because you don't, like you said, you never know who's watching. That's another thing. You got to be ethical. You got to do it because you know people watch. You don't know who's watching your video, and it only takes one video. It only takes one video to go viral. For all those people that's worried about going viral, imagine making 7 videos a week, right? That's one video a day. Imagine doing that all your life or your whole YouTube career, bro. Any of those videos can become viral. And a lot of more of those videos can become viral. A lot of those videos can make you money. So it's like it's important that you don't want to just stop. You know what I'm saying? Make a handful of videos and just stop. You know, you're defeating the purpose. You want to always have things for people to watch, always have people to look back on because it'll make you look good. It make you okay. He's consistent. He's taking this serious. You know what I'm saying? He always have things for us to watch. So when I say catalog, I mean exact same thing. Like just make sure you always have things for people to watch and to look back on because it will live on forever.
And it was so interesting when you talked about you never know what video is going to go viral. And it's so interesting that the video, like I didn't think I was dropping so much game about on Threads for a long time. Like when I first started about Threads, I'm posting another thing every day. But then out of nowhere, this one thing that I literally did not think was gonna go went. And you're like, out of all the stuff I could have said, or even you know what's so interesting, bro, and I think you can relate. There's that video that you kind of like half-assed. You didn't really give all in on that
Oh
video.
my God. Bro, yo, no, I laugh, bro. The reason why I laugh is, bro, you be taking the words out my mouth, dog. Like, bro, there's plenty of videos where I'm not all the way there. But see, I tell myself all the time, you're doing it for the people. You still, bro, content is content. I don't care what nobody says. Content is content. You make this video, you might not feel the best that day, but you're human. But bro, the job's not finished, bro. Like Kobe, rest in peace. Job is not finished. You got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you're not gonna feel the best, and that's what comes with it. But that's with anything. You can't just quit, brother. You can't just defeat yourself and decide not to make that video that day. Just go through the video and try to edit it and make it the best of your ability. And that's what I do. Like I half-ass a lot of videos. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's like I edited to the point where you wouldn't even tell. You know what I'm saying? Like I have I've been editing since I was in high school. So I edit certain things out that's like, it blurs out all the, you know what I'm saying, the laziness and whoop-de-whoop like that. So it's like, yeah, sometimes I'm not feeling the best in my videos. I'm not feeling a video like that, but you gotta think there's a lot of people that would love to see that video. Mind you, it's a lot of videos that I never expected to go viral or to blow up, and they did. So that's another important thing. Sometimes we don't want to upload that video and see what happens. That video that you don't think gonna do well, that's gonna be your best video. And that's another thing that motivates me because I'm like, okay, just because I'm not feeling it, that don't mean other people ain't gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like do it for that right reason. Because I reacted to this video about Tim Walz, the nominee vice president. And I wasn't in it because I'm not really deep into politics. I'm not. And I tell people that. I'm really honest with my people. And they blew that video up because there's a lot of people that pay attention to that. There's a lot of people that's deep into politics. So that's another reason why I put that message out there so that people can interact with me and to criticize me. You know what I'm saying? Because I like when people are honest with me. I tell people all the time, if my video ass, tell me it's ass. Don't be sugarcoating me. You know what I'm saying? I tell them all the time, like, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to make conversation. I'm here to get y'all this content. And I'm here to, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for everybody. I'm here for the deep squad. You know what I'm saying? So man, it's funny how you say that because I've half-assed a lot of videos, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, once again, it's that discipline. Just because you have asked that, like you can, okay, hey man, look, you can argue at the way I executed this video, but I still posted it anyway. Like as much as people, I think what's so crazy about content, and this is why I had to get myself out of it. That's why I'm doing this right now, bro. I'm so honest, bro. I looked at my like, man, I haven't made a video in a grip. And I was watching my own videos and I was like, bro, I was hilarious as hell. Like, bro, this is creative. Like, what kind of, and then you almost sit back and think to yourself, like, man, what kind of either drug I was on or what kind of bag was I in? Because this is a deep bag. Like, this is a creative flow. And I said, you know what? I want to get back into it. So the fact that, like, I want to get into podcasting because there's one thing about me when it came to these podcasts, bro. I didn't want to podcast just a podcast. I was looking at podcasts and I was actually frustrated. And I was like, bro, this podcast serves no value to people. This podcast right here is purely for entertainment, but yet there is a podcast like 19 Keys. There's a podcast like Alec Ramosi. But these guys are older guys. They're in their other 30s. They're super high level, and they make a lot of money. But then when I look at people like myself who have nothing going on that are doing podcasts, there's not many people like myself who are passionate about getting to that level, but educating people to get to that level and not selling themselves, not talking about, I'm not doing no 20v1 video. Don't invite me to that. Well, I'm not doing no 20v1. Right. I'm not doing no sitting down the podcast. We go talk about our vices or what I'm sexually attracted to or talking about sports. There's hella people for that. That's not my lane. You know what my lane is? Is being the real AE because there's only one me and I'm energetic and I'm excited about finance. I'm excited about making bread. Like, this is who I am. And I was like, bro, when I had that realization in my mind, I said, bro, I have literally self-sabotaged myself not to making content. No, I can't blame nobody else. I gotta shake myself up. I said, you know what? Let me start going to the gym. Started working out. Bench 225 for the first time. I dreamt of benching 225. Now I'm doing it. And now that confidence was like, wait a minute. You worked for 3 months to bench 225 one time. Imagine if you put that same energy of work in content for that one video. What if that one video can do the same thing to you?
Yeah.
Stick with it long enough. And what's so crazy about the universe, bro? The universe is very beginning, because I have never seen, and this is actually a funny quote that I listened to a podcast. They said, the universe is so forgiving that somebody who works hard, works for what they want, has a purpose in their life, they rarely lose. They rarely lose.
I like that.
So it's like, if you have a passion, you want to do something, and look, Hadith, you already know how it is, bro. I don't care if your passion is walking frameworks. You ever see that girl? You see that content creator girl who goes to people's houses and cleans them for them? I know you've seen the video.
Huh?
Shorty goes in there.
Oh my God. Hey, listen, I've seen a lot of things on YouTube. I don't think I've seen that.
You seen the lawn cleaning videos, the power washing videos, the car detailing.
I seen those on. Oh wow! I seen those on TikTok. I ain't seen those on YouTube. That's a grind though. That's a hustle. People sleep on that.
So you gotta think about it for a second. They're making money because they get to clean the car. One, they make money. Number two, because they're video recording them clean the car. Two, and now they're making residual income. Number three, because more people want their cars to get cleaned just like that. So now their passion and their purpose pays them.
And people don't think about that. See, that's such a power move, bro. That is such a power move, and people don't understand that because they looking at it like, oh, she's just washing cars. You gotta understand, she's making power moves out here, though. She's just getting paid, like for real.
You think she's just going up to people's houses saying, "Hey, my name is Susie, and I want to clean your house"? No.
Nobody do that. Nobody does that for no reason. She has a purpose and she has a passion and she's taking it serious, which is what everybody should be doing. When they should use that energy when they sitting on the couch judging other people, when they out getting what they need to get, they need to use that same energy and find out what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. And it's so crazy, bro. I want to dive into this, bro, like your why a little bit, just to kind of wrap this up, bro. Because man, honestly, bro, you've been giving a lot of value and a lot of game, bro. And I appreciate you for doing this, bro. Because we haven't talked in years.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Bro, it's the fact that we haven't talked in a long time, but it feels like we just got right back into the same conversation we left off on. Like,
yeah.
I want people to dive into this term why. Like, so think about the word why, WHY, and it's like what hurts you and what helps you. So what's hurting you is that you're broke. What's hurting you is maybe that your mom is struggling. Maybe what's hurting you is the fact that you're so sick and tired of a job. But you're so passionate about plants. Example. That's a reason. I love botany. I love plants. I love this. I want to be that plant girly online, because trust me, there are people out there who are the plant people. They're that kind of guy. And it's like, okay, that's hurting you and I don't think what's hurting you is the fact that you don't like the job. It's the fact that you wake up every single day knowing that you don't get the chance to act out on the purpose that you were destined for. That's what hurts people the most. It's not the fact that they don't like to do their job or go to work. It's the fact that you know deep down in your heart there is something else that you can be doing better with your time, and yet you are not in a position to act out on it. But what people don't understand, what's helping you is that pain. Use that pain. You're pissed that you don't want to go to a job? That should fire you up to make as many videos as possible so you can get out of there as quick as you can. But yet they kind of use that pain as a burden. Like, man, I really hate this job. Man, I really don't like what I'm doing. Man, this is dragging me down. Man, this doesn't make me happy. Okay, bro, you have more than enough reasons to get started. That's more than enough reasons right there. You don't need me to motivate you. You don't need David Goggins. You don't need Eric Thomas to motivate you. You don't need these guys on YouTube to fire you up, or you don't need some girlie to tell you, go girl, women empowerment. No, you don't. You know what your pain is. You know you hate your reality. Use the hate that you have in your reality and turn that hatred to help you out, to fuel you, to find ideas. And you'll be so surprised how creative people are when they're pissed off. When you're pissed, you won't be so surprised how creative you are. Man, like think about gamers, bro. You know when a gamer is pissed, He locks in. He's like, he doesn't rage.
He locks in. I watched this gamer. I watched this gamer. You ever heard of X Chase Money? He's like a bald headed guy.
Nah.
Brother, he is the funniest gamer that I've ever witnessed, brother. He get like his rage videos will have you on the floor. But like you just said, when he's mad, bro, he be like this, and he just be in the game. Like bro, I don't care how many games he plays, so many games. He makes sure he beats the game. He beats the game, bro. Like he's been through blood, sweat, and tears, and he still beat the game. So that's a good point right there.
And to wrap this up, Brody, man, because you are, and I want people to be able to follow you, bro. I'll make sure to put your YouTube channel in the comments. I'll make sure people can follow you, man.
Oh, for sure. I'm about to do that right now, brother.
Like, I got you, Brody. Like, once this whole thing drops, bro, I got you. I'll put it in the comments, everything like that. I'll make sure it's all available for everybody to see. But one thing that, I want to leave this message with you, bro. I want you to end this off, bro. What is it about YouTube that brings so much joy in your life? What is it? Is it something that, was there something in your life that was like, man, I really love this because I get to do X, or I really love this because I get this feeling, bro? If you don't mind, to end off this podcast, bro, do you mind sharing your why? Why do you continue even after 5 years, bro? What is it about YouTube that just brings you so much joy and peace after 5 years?
Bro, that's such a good question, bro. And it's really, really simple, bro. Like outside of all the drive and outside of all the motivating yourself and everything, bro, the reason why I really, really drive myself to do this every day, I come to work every day and get a shower and just do a video right away, bro, people out here, bro, there's people out here that care about me, bro. There's people out here that are behind me. Bro, listen, to answer your question, bro, the thing that keeps me going is my fan base, my people, my family, people that believe in what I'm doing, even either more than I do or just as much as I do. I don't care who you are, bro. Everybody loves when people are behind what they're passionate about. Because sometimes you're going to feel like you're by yourself. Sometimes you're going to feel like nobody believes in your passion more than you. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it usually is. But when you know that there's other people out here around the world that knows who you are, that's counting on your videos, that's counting on your content, that just pushes you and loves you for you. But it's like, why stop? Who would want to stop? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you ask my why, it's simple. Why not? Why not keep going? Why not keep striving? Why not do things to put this content out for these people, man? It's impossible to stop. It is for me because I'm passionate to the point where, bro, this is my life. This is what I'm dedicated to. So it's no stopping. It really is no stopping. The job ain't finished, bro. My goal right now is 10K, and I'm close. So it ain't no stopping. It ain't no stopping. So, bro, it's just the people, bro. I love the people, man. My cousin included, man, from New York, Brandy, man. She's the dedication behind the Selena Monday. She's a huge Selena fan, and she actually gave me an idea to make that playlist, and I thank God for it. Her and many other people. You know what I'm saying? They give me the strength to keep doing these videos, man, to keep putting this content out, man, because I already know that dumb people's gonna watch it. Forget everybody else. I'm doing it for the people that I know gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? So it's the people, dog. It's the people behind me.
Yeah, and I know I didn't end it there, but it just reminded me of a moment literally today. So I dropped the first episode of this podcast, of the Certified Corner, which is my second one, because this is Keep It a Stack. I have a second one, which talks more on personal development. This one's about keeping it real with the people, real trench work in this regard. I had a buddy of mine, two people. The guest on that first one, her name is Grace. Her mom went to school for journalism, bro. Watched 10 minutes of it, went to bed, woke up the next day, watched the full thing, and sent her notes. It was like, and I'm like, what? YouTube video right now don't even have more than 50 views on a game, but yet somebody was willing to go in, watch that video, and come back with feedback in a paragraph this long of all this stuff, complimenting me, complimenting the guest, giving me ideas. That's why I'm so fucking to do this one. I was like, bro, like if somebody was willing to pay attention that minute to one video, imagine what they'll do by video 100. Imagine
Yes,
what, and then
that's
homeboy Carl, man, he's gonna be a guest on this one as well because he does music. He literally said, bro, I watched the entire thing. Like I told him the full hour, and he goes, the full hour.
that's who you do it for. That, bro, that's my point. Those are the people that you do it for. You just said that, you know what I'm saying? Wonderful lady, she just dropped a whole paragraph under your joint. That is why you do it. That's your drive. Because, bro, like it or not, bro, you got people that love what you're doing. You doing this for the people. So you gotta keep delivering. You gotta keep delivering. Gotta lob the pat. You gotta keep delivering because people are counting on it. They are counting on it. I don't care how you're feeling that day. You gotta always tell yourself, bro, there's people out here there's people out here counting on you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta finish the job. You gotta finish the story.
Fact.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
finish your food. Don't play with it. Don't play with your food.
Word. Don't play with your food. Oh God, don't play with your food, man.
Oh man, for sure. But dude, this 56 minutes, man, have been truly eye opening. I really hope that everybody who's listening to this, man, subscribe to my boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure to comment
Word,
there.
man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Appreciate
make
it
sure
all,
everybody.
man. I appreciate
Yo,
everybody. Listen, all jokes aside, I appreciate everybody that will take the time out their day to subscribe to me, man. That listen to me. I appreciate everybody that just took my advice. Because you at the end of the day, I'm just a man. I'm not God. I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to give y'all some game on what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I take what I'm doing very serious, and I just believe that a lot of people can do what I'm doing, and they can do it in their way. You know what I'm saying? It's all up to y'all at the end of the day. So I appreciate everybody that will take the time out of the day to subscribe to my channel. On the road to 10K, man. We close, brother. We close, man. So I'm real. Hey, how many people we got in here, man?
bro, right now it's just when we drop this, bro, we gonna have hundreds of people watching it later. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? This
cool.
is
Okay, cool.
this
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, I love
oh
all y'all, man. I don't even gotta know y'all. I don't even gotta know y'all from the flesh. You know what I'm saying? I just love everybody. Y'all be you. Y'all be safe, man. I love all y'all. I love my boy Aaron. Thanks for having me on this beautiful platform. You keep doing it, man. You keep doing it. Don't let nobody get in your ear and tell you that you shouldn't do it. You do whatever the hell you want to do, and you keep doing it the way you want to do it. The real AE, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my dog. Y'all make sure y'all support my dogs as much as you feel me. Y'all make sure y'all do all that good stuff. And hey, you ain't gotta subscribe to me. Hey, but if you do, I appreciate it, you know? Hey man, I love you, Aaron. I appreciate you having me on this, man, for sure, brother.
absolutely, bro. We definitely gotta top it up soon too, bro. Enjoy the rest of your day. I can't wait to see your next videos drop, bro. We definitely gotta talk soon, all right?
Thank you, brother. Hey man, peace out.
No, for sure.